Hello and welcome to a special edition of the Riyal Deal Plus. We're having this episode because we spoke to the CEO of the specialized medical company, the SMC, in our last edition. He was telling us about how excited he was about the upcoming IPO. Well, that IPO was 64.7 times oversubscribed with an offering price of 25 Saudi Riyals per share. Well, Hani Charani is the CFO of the specialized medical company. Here's what he told us.
We're extremely pleased to share that SMC Healthcare's IPO has received an exceptional response. We've successfully priced the offering at the top range of 25 Saudi Riyals per share, with institutional orders exceeding 122 billion Saudi Riyals, representing an estimated $32.4 billion, resulting in a 64.7 times oversubscription. And that's really a clear vote of confidence in our performance, leadership, and future potential. It also reinforces the strength of Saudi healthcare sector and the market's appetite for high-quality, growth-oriented companies. This level of investor interest didn't come by chance. It's the result of years of disciplined growth and focused strategy. From our humble beginnings as a single-day surgery center, we've become one of Riyadh's leading private healthcare providers, now operating 2 major hospitals with close to 600 beds and over 260 clinics. Behind this growth is a deliberate pivot towards high-performing acute specialties, a strong outpatient expansion strategy in line with the global trends, and our commitment to digital integration and clinical excellence. As of Q1 2025, our revenues reached 368.9 million, up year on year, despite a seasonal dip caused by the Ramadan and Eid holidays. Our outpatient volumes have grown 13% year to date, and are supported by the newly opened clinics coming online as part of our larger expansion plan. While following the successful institutional tranche, our focus shifts to engaging with retail investors. We're confident that the momentum will continue, especially as the public recognizes the underlying fundamentals of SMC and the strength of our equity story. Post-listing, we will remain laser-focused on executing our next phase of growth, which first of all includes the more than doubling of our bed and clinic capacity by 2029, including the 3 new state-of-the-art hospitals in northern Riyadh. Secondly, we'll continue to invest in digital transformation, including AI-driven diagnostics and improved patient journey, solutions, and experiences. And third, we'll expand our centers of excellence and high-demand specialties, such as the cardiology, oncology, orthopedics, while building a future-ready workforce. We're entering this next chapter with confidence, backed by strong institutional support, a clear roadmap, and an unwavering commitment to delivering long-term value to our shareholders and a high-quality care to our patients.
Okay, that was the CFO of the specialized medical company speaking to us there. Let's cross to Ali Raza, the strategic advisor at the Saudi Arabia holding company, who joins us now. Ali, let me just ask you quickly for your thoughts on that IPO.
Tom, yet another in a long line of very successful IPOs that we've seen over the last 12 to 24 months. I mean, recently we actually spoke about Modern Mills, NBC. There's the talks around the Flyness IPO. Many of the IPOs that have taken place in the last 12 months have been oversubscribed from 20x up to 150x at the retail level, and similarly at the institutional level. The SMC IPO, I think, is, as I said, yet another example of this. And if any of the recent IPOs in the same sector have been an indication, I think it will be a very successful one. Earlier this year, we saw the Al Faqih group have their IPO, and the Habib Medical Group went through a similar sort of story. In Saudi Arabia, there's a large pipeline of businesses and enterprises that have the potential to participate in capital markets, that have plenty of room for value creation, that have a lot of potential to ride the growth prospects that are being driven by Vision 2030. So it's only raising the impact of participating in capital markets. And I think SMC is going to be yet another example of this.
Okay, and so what's being done in order to increase the number of potential IPOs there in Saudi Arabia?
Well, there's ecosystem-wide efforts to ease the regulatory requirements for foreign investors to to expand the message of the Saudi capital markets and the financial ecosystem across the world. One of the main pillars of the Capital Market Authority's strategy is to give the Saudi capital markets a better set of awareness across the globe, right? And this is being supported by regulatory easing. This is being supported by promotion of the various components within the market system. The chief strategy officer of Tadawul, Lee Hodgkinson, actually in a recent interview, he was sharing that the objective, the strategy is to institutionalize, operationalize, and digitally transform, provide access to investors across the globe. Just a few short years ago, the number of qualified investors stood around 8 to 9%. This is just a few short years ago. The number of qualified investors of the total base now is sitting at 25%. And this is a reflection of the appetite from the global markets. Goldman Sachs recently signed a non-binding MOU with the PIF to build an asset management division with a focus on credit and public equities opportunities in region. Now, this is saying something. So, this is one of not only one of many institutions, financial institutions that set up their regional headquarters in region, but also has a very concentrated effort to invest further in the public markets. And I think the regulatory easing, the investment profile, the profile of the capital markets in region, the growing profile across the globe, all of this is coming together to see a huge boost in the asset management industry, and that will have a direct implication on the IPO space. Tadawul right now is estimated to have around 50 IPOs in the pipeline, and some of the recent successes we've spoken about, SMC being one of them that's filling right now. We spoke about some of the others earlier on, but there's an enormous pipeline of quality enterprises, headline names with ample room for value creation that are sitting on the books right now, waiting to hit the markets.
Okay, well, thank you very much indeed for that. Really appreciate it. Ali Raza, strategic advisor at the Saudi Arabia Holding Company. Thanks for your analysis.